Good morning, everyone. I thought today maybe we'd try something a little bit different, so I made myself a latte. Oh. I'm a pretty good barista. Good morning to you, and welcome back to today's JRPG Weekly Update. I am SuperDerek, and guys, I've got a bit of news for you. Not a whole lot of news because it was kind of a slow week last week, but we did get a little bit. There was also that 4th of July weekend, and I hope all of my American viewers had a great, happy, safe 4th of July. And for everybody else, I hope you had a great weekend anyway. So, there weren't really any new games that were announced last week to talk about, not really, so I figured we'd just skip ahead to some release date updates, which we did get. Starting with Little Town Hero, ended up getting a shadow drop over on the Xbox One this week, or last week, so that brings it up to every major platform now, which is excellent. You know, more options for everybody. Overall, word on the streets, the JRPG streets for this game is but it's good to have more options always, and when it comes to options, Xbox One has been kind of lacking on RPG options overall. I mean, it's kind of lacking on a lot of games overall, and I'm just talking facts here. It's really unfortunate for owners of the Xbox One, but especially RPGs kind of are slow coming to that platform. It has been improving, but well, anyways, that's kind of a random tangent. Anyways, RPG Maker MV is releasing over on the PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch. They released an updated release date for that, although the planned Xbox One version of the game has since been canceled. So, you know, kind of, I guess, dovetailing in with that side tangent I was just on a moment ago. But anyways, we can expect to see these games, or this game, coming to these platforms in North America on September 8th, and then in Europe, it's going to be releasing on the 11th. And then out of seemingly nowhere, we finally got an update to that Harry Potter universe RPG that we saw a little glimpses of before in the past, where there was like some gameplay that they showed up, but then Universal was like, no. We saw in a Bloomberg release, a Bloomberg article of all things, saying that you know, there's some new developments here. The game is apparently planning to release in late 2021, and it's going to be coming to the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. Is that what they're seriously calling this thing? Anyways, according to that Bloomberg report, and then they also went on to talk about some non-RPG related news. So we're just going to skip ahead to some other news, which is that, you know how last week we talked about how The World Ends With You is getting that new anime. And so is Cyberpunk, but The World Ends With You actually got a new trailer for it, showing off some of the animation, and I think that it actually looks really, really good. The translation of that The World Ends With You style, it was so integral to my image of the game anyway. Is it had amazing music and amazing artwork. It was very heavily stylized, very stylistic on the Nintendo DS. Well, that style has translated perfectly into this animation, which I know is a point that a lot of people were kind of concerned about, because other attempts had kind of failed in the past, but this looks super faithful. Also, the original composer from the game is returning to make more original works for the anime. Apparently, he was less satisfied with his older works. It was no longer really the style, the happening style of now, and he thought that it would probably just sound dated to reuse the original tracks. So, it's kind of bittersweet, but it's nice that he's making some new stuff, or I'm not sure if it's a he or she, that they are making new tracks for this new coming anime series. We can expect to start seeing that in 2021, so keep your ears peeled for that. Can one peel their ears? I think you normally peel your eyes, but man, that's such an uncomfortable sounding phrase anyway, isn't it? Also, speaking of TV series and painfulness, the makers of Westworld TV show are now working on a new series based in the world of Fallout, according to Bethesda Softworks. The new series got a short teaser, though, released through Twitter, Very little is shown. I mean, it is just basically a grimy looking TV screen and then something about Fallout and stuff. It's really nothing even worth looking at. But here it is anyway. Anyways, the new series got a short teaser released through Twitter with a Prime Video watermark in the upper corner. I really wish that I could be less skeptical about this, because I know that my mental image of what a TV series would look like based on the Fallout universe could be really awesome. But also I realize that, I live in reality, and that Bethesda Softworks hasn't really been doing the Fallout franchise any favors lately, so my gut tells me this won't be any good. But on the bright side, since it's on Prime, or will be on Prime eventually, at least I won't have to pay anything to see it, because I already have Prime. I mean, if you don't, then I guess you would have to pay, so never mind. I am willing to give it a chance, although I'm going to be going in with my expectations really low for what to expect from this. That said, I heard that the creators of Westworld were really good, that the Westworld TV show was really good. We'll just have to see. In SuperDerek news last week, Eric Landon on Friday released our collaborative discussion on what makes certain RPGs so special, and I came with a list of 3 RPGs specifically that I thought were really special to me, and kind of talked about the reasons for those and what each of those games meant to me. And it's about like a 20-minute video. I had a lot of fun. Eric had me on. He's a super cool dude. I'll go ahead and link to that here. And also, while you're over there watching that, wherever the link is, whenever you watch that, make sure you subscribe to Eric. He's a super cool dude and very knowledgeable about RPGs. Maybe we'll do that again sometime. We'll see. In community news, there's a new fan translation that was just released, which is awesome, for Rogue Heart's Dungeon for the PlayStation 2. This translation has been finished by the translation group called Transgen. It's a roguelike mystery dungeon style game. Huge congratulations to the people who worked on this, and huge thank you to those fans who put in all this effort. I'll be linking to the release of this fan patch in the notes down below onto the romhacking.net page. In this week's JRPG Weekly Forecast, we've got Crosscode coming to PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox One on July 9th. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2 is coming to PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox One on July 10th. Then we got Sword Art Online, Alicization Lycoris. What a stupid name. It's coming to PlayStation 4, PC, and Xbox One on July 10th. And then, this isn't an RPG, but I feel like there's probably a bit of fan overlap for RPG fans and fans of this game. That's Catherine Full Body. It's a puzzle game by Atlas, and I suspect some of you guys are going to be interested in seeing that when it comes to the Nintendo Switch on the 7th of July. And that leaves us with today's question of the week. And my question for you guys today is, with all of these adaptations to anime and TV series, what RPG would you most be interested in actually watching either a movie adaptation or a TV series adaptation of your choosing, any adaptation of your choice? What would you most like to see? Immediately, like, my mind goes to Chrono Trigger. I think I would really like watching an anime adaptation of Chrono Trigger to a TV series, an anime, helmed by Akira Toriyama, maybe some Toei Animation. Just very, very much just let the guys behind Dragon Ball take the wheel on this, and I would just love to see this. Or instead of like the style of like Dragon Ball Super, how about Dragon Ball Super Broly, that movie? How about in that animation style? Oh, my heart just skipped a beat thinking about that. I actually just recently watched the Super Broly movie after way too long of not seeing it. It's super good. But anyways, what do you think? What would you most like to see translated from RPG form into either a movie or a TV series or manga, anime? Maybe not manga, but whatever. Your choice. What would you most like to see? And that leaves us with the outro. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like getting these weekly recaps of the JRPG news from last week, make sure you get subscribed. I also do reviews, so stick around for those if you like them. I should have a review just around the corner for Final Fantasy VII Remake. I am SuperDerek, and this has all been news to me. Have a good week, everybody.